In 2014, smartphones already felt natural. iPhone on one side, Android on the other, and years of habits glued to both. So when Amazon, fresh off Kindle's success, stepped into phones, it couldn't afford to be ordinary. Welcome to Oddware Lab, and today we'll talk about the Amazon Fire Phone. The promise sounded clean. An Amazon phone that makes Prime, shopping, and support feel like your pocket is a shortcut to everything Amazon sells. But the plan had a catch. The headline features weren't just different, they were invasive. And that's where the pitch started slipping. The problem was switching from what you're used to. By 2014, people weren't choosing a phone. They were choosing a backup history and a familiar app layout in a familiar system. To break that problem, a new phone needed an obvious daily advantage. So Amazon tried to invent something you couldn't ignore. And that something was called dynamic perspective. The Fire Phone used multiple front-facing cameras and motion sensors to track your head position and shift the interface, creating a fake 3D depth effect across menus, icons, and maps. The UI watched you to feel alive. It looked like magic at first, but the magic didn't pay rent. The novelty faded fast, and only a small slice of apps used the depth trick in a way that felt essential. Reviews at the time often framed it as a gimmick with some trade-offs, notably being comfort, battery, and usefulness. Apparently, depth doesn't automatically improve texting or email. Then there was Firefly, a function that could scan objects, text, music, and even TV, then pull up matches and info, often leading straight to Amazon listings. Despite its innovative nature, it wasn't well received. When a feature feels like a sales pitch, people stop calling it a feature. The ecosystem trap was harsher. Fire OS was Android-based, but without Google Play, so the app catalog and default services people expected were weaker or completely missing. And Amazon priced it like it was ready to trade punches. At launch, it landed at flagship territory, $199 to $299 on contract, and about an astonishing $650 unlocked. Premium pricing forces premium comparisons, and Fire Phone's price sets expectations it couldn't match. The market answered quickly. The price collapsed, including the famous drop to 99 cents on contract. Once a phone becomes a discount story, it's as if every review just says, "Why is it so cheap now?" The story didn't last long. Steep discounts, a one-year lifespan, and Amazon taking a reported $170 million write-down turned the Fire Phone into a cautionary headline. Production ended around August 2015, and the lesson stuck. Gimmicks can't cover missing apps and premium pricing. It didn't fail quietly. It failed like a warning sign. Now let's debate. What killed it for you? The 3D interface, the app gap, the pricing, or the feeling that the phone wanted to sell you something? And do you think a modern version, powered by today's AI, could make Firefly-style scanning feel useful instead of pushy? Drop your verdict in the comments. And if you want to know more about odd technology, subscribe and turn on notifications to join the lab. Hope your time here was fire, and see you in the next video.